Hi guys, I have asked Verlathor to narrate the script I wrote for this video. He is just a narrator, everything he is reading are my own thoughts about the game. We all generally duel with up to 3 of the following goals in mind: to have fun, to win, and to improve. In this video, I will describe the hypothetical case where you only focus on one thing and completely ignore the other 2. In practice, people usually mash 2 or 3 goals together, forming one mindset depending on how much they prioritize each goal. It can be 50% fun, 40% winning, and 10% improving, or any other proportion. By a fun mindset, I mean just mindlessly going in and enjoying the process. It's not goal-oriented. Here you can see me running into the enemy swings and playing without any limitations because I don't care if I win or lose. Playing like this relaxes you, which helps if you are bothered by losing or failing to improve. The downsides are the potential boredom and loss of motivation because there are no strong motivators and duels have no depth. If you are really bored, I'd suggest learning something new about sabering. Trying to win means avoiding risks and applying tactics to beat your opponent. This includes avoiding jumps, swing chains, and clashing because all of these things make us more luck dependent and less consistent. I am obviously not talking about the SMC players, as they can get away with many things that we cannot. Another important aspect of playing to win consists of using an advantageous distance during swings. As a reminder, here is the 1 saber range distance, or in short, 1 SR. A winning distance for attacking is when you start the swing from around 3/4 of 1 SR. Anything less is risky because of the potential clashing, and anything more reduces your certainty of an advantage. The better your opponent is, the closer your attacking distance should be to 1 SR. The countering player has an upper hand starting from 1 SR plus 1 step. The worse your opponent is, the bigger the distance you can use for countering if you want to be completely safe. If the distance when you started the swing was good for you, then the best distance during your mid-swing is 1 SR. If you see that the distance favours your opponent, then don't swing at all, or avoid contact by stepping away. If you decide to do your best to win, you should stop wanting to land strikes, no matter how uncomfortable hitting the air is. Make dodging the enemy's hits your only goal, and see every dodge swing as a small victory. This way, making contact becomes just a bonus, so you feel less frustrated after missing and happier after landing a hit. Long duels where nobody gets hit might cause anxiety and a burning feeling in your chest. If this happens, take deep breaths and think about something positive. Listen to some relaxing music or a comedy stand-up. Try to keep your body relaxed and open a window to let some fresh air in. Keep in mind that even though playing like this makes you hard to beat, it also slows down you and your opponent's progress. Not to mention, it can completely suck the fun out of dueling, quickly make you exhausted, and eventually even burnt out. Ego is a powerful motivator, and winning is enjoyable, but such a mindset makes losing hard to handle and likely leads to a toxic environment. If you want to play in a pleasant, non-toxic environment, you should try staying humble and comparing yourself only with yourself from yesterday. You can still do that while playing to win, by the way, it just requires more effort. If you are particularly bothered by losing, you could switch to the fun or improvement mindset where winning doesn't matter. Just remember that winning and losing in this game doesn't really define you. You could be the weakest noob on the server, but much more successful in life than the people who beat you, and vice versa. Speaking of real life, having your life together greatly helps avoid stress in-game. Last but not least, breaks are very important in Jedi Academy. By which I mean stopping dueling or playing altogether. It depends on the person, but I recommend doing a break after half an hour of playing in a tense state. Let's move on to the next mindset and playstyle, namely playing to improve. To get better at the game, you need to take risks, experiment, and repeat the same technique many times in a row. Winning no longer matters, enjoyment and motivation come from the feeling of progress. It can be compared with leveling and gearing up a character in an RPG. Here you can see me practicing swing interruptions. Here, I am using the so-called training playstyle for sparring. It consists of running around and doing single D-swings. Lack of distraction allows me to fully focus on the single most important part of the sabering skill, namely positioning. Once you get the hang of the most basic ground movement, you can start adding new things one by one to your moveset. I recommend the following order: rolling, swings beside the D-swing, delayed D and WD swings, jumps, swing chains, and clashing. To make training more exciting, you can keep a score. For example, when you pull off a mechanic, you add 1 point, and when you fail it, you subtract a point. This way, you will know if and how fast you are making progress. Furthermore, having a sparring partner who also plays to get better helps a lot. The problem with playing to improve is the frustration that comes when your progress stagnates for a long time. In this case, again, remember that this game doesn't define you. Try to take regular breaks, train harder, or just play to win or to have fun instead. That's all I have to say on this subject. I hope this was helpful.